Here's what I believe to be every single main Stranger Things character's best season. All right, now let's move on and talk about Steve. Steve is another one of my favorite characters in the entire show, and he has a lot of great moments seasons 1 through 5. But I feel like my favorite season of Steve's is season 4. I feel like people can argue basically any of the seasons and say that this was Steve's best season, but I really like him in season 4. I really like everything with him, Eddie, Nancy, and Robin. Like, this was also a season where we get to see Steve with Dustin, we get to see Steve with Robin, and we get to see Steve with Nancy. Those are all of his best pairings all within one season. And again, I've said this in a previous video, but like that storyline with those four and with like Dustin, Lucas, and Max is one of the best storylines in the entire series. And Steve is very much like a heart and soul of that because of how much he's like professing how much he loves Nancy to it, and is constantly talking about how much he loves Nancy. And he gets those moments with Eddie talking about how much Dustin like worships him. All great stuff with Steve, making that my favorite Steve season. And speaking of Nancy, I would think my favorite Nancy season is also season 4. As the show just goes on, she just becomes more and more badass. And even right now, I'd probably say season 5 is my favorite Nancy season, but I can't say that quite yet. Like, I just love the walk him down Wheeler nickname. It's so many great moments with her, like taking the shotgun to Vecna at the end. And I also like that we get some distance between Jonathan and Nancy because I'm not the biggest Jonathan and Nancy guy. I'm not saying that I'm rooting for Steve and Nancy. I'm just saying that the Jonathan and Nancy stuff can get annoying, especially after season 3. And I also like her and Robin's dynamic so much better. So it's also great to see those two characters interact, making Nancy's season 4 the best season for me.